What we're going to do today is do something kind of unprecedented. The SIG P320, we're going to show its modularity by going from a 9mm to a 45 caliber. Simply by changing their trigger control group, or the fire control group, including the slide release. So when you order the 45 exchange kit, what happens is it comes with the 45 caliber slide release, and it'll be marked in this section with 45 or 9mm. Let me open this so I'll show you. If you can see, I'll try to zoom in a little bit. It says 9mm and 40 on this one. Let's see if it'll focus. And then the one that is currently in my fire control group says 45. If you put the one that says 45 in there, you can interchange between 9mm and 45 caliber. Because of the size of the magazine, it'll allow the 9mm and both the 45. So what we're going to do is first we're going to put the fire control group inside of the 45 so you can see that it works in the 45 by, I'm going to put a magazine in with shells. I'm going to cycle it, eject the shell, take the magazine out, just so that you can see that it cycles. And then I'm going to do the same thing for the 9mm. So let's put the 45 together first. I'm going to take your frame. You're going to place the fire control group butt in first. You're going to depress the trigger a little bit so they can, first of all you put it back, and then you depress the trigger a little bit so you can get it down inside. And you're going to slide it back. Next thing you're going to do is you're going to take your pin, you see that, and you're going to rotate it until you can get it in there. Kind of a booger sometimes. And lock the slide, turn the handle. Now you have a 45. Let's put the magazine in. It is loaded. Rack the slide. I'm going to drop the magazine, keeping your finger off the trigger. So you can see that it actually chambered around. We're safe, no magazine. Now we're going to do the opposite. We're going to take it back apart. First, going to rack the slide to the rear, locking it in place. Rotate your lever down. Depress the slide lock, release the slide. And you're going to kind of rock this back out. And then the easiest way I found to take the trigger assembly out, is by pressing on the back side of the trigger and pulling forward. And that releases it pretty easy. So let's try the same thing on the 9mm. Again, place the rear in first so it locks in. Depress the trigger so it goes all the way in and push it back. Locks into place. sometimes you have to force it a little bit. Place the slide back on. Lock it to the rear. Now you have your 9mm together. And take magazine. See, it's loaded. Rack the slide. Picks up a round. Take the magazine out. Excuse me. See, it's empty. No magazine. So now you have a 9mm and a 45 all in one just by ordering an exchange kit.